Hi there, it's Eric Backer, naturopath from New Zealand, author of Candida Crusher, and the formulator of the CanXida range of Candida dietary supplements. Thanks for checking out my video again. Another case history for you today. This is going to be case history number 9. This is a 48-year-old lady called Wendy. In fact, Wendy used to be our babysitter many years ago. Wendy's a very lovely lady, but I found her to be one of those what I call super sensitive people, sensitive to everything in her environment, every single thing. So I'm going to read a little bit out of my book, and then I'm going to give you some explanation about the case. Wendy was a woman in her 40s who used to be a babysitter 10 years ago. She called me up with urgency one evening to tell me that a gas heater in our lounge was making her physically sick, and I had to rush home. She had all the windows wide open and felt physically ill. When I spoke with her further about this, it became apparent that she was super sensitive to any household cleansers, aerosols, perfumes, colognes, and felt absolutely terrible near cigarette smoke. She could only drink water that was bottled in glass, and her diet was limited to a handful of foods. This lady had a bowel problem that she'd been trying to control for many, many years, and had a long history of oral contraceptive pill use. 20 years ago, Wendy returned from India with a bad case of diarrhea. Her doctor placed her on several rounds of antibiotics, and she'd not been well since. After several months on the Candida Crusher program, Wendy's diet had become far less restrictive, and she was hardly reacting to her environment at all. And now Wendy can even drink tap water, and lo and behold, she can even drink wine, which was inconceivable many years ago. Can you relate to Wendy? Are you a person who's travelled, maybe developed, some kind of diarrhea or bowel problem after a party or a vacation in the Caribbean or the Pacific or wherever you've been to? Have you had a gut problem and noticed that your health's gone downhill over the years? You become increasingly reactant to foods, maybe inhalant allergies, environmental toxins and things like that. Maybe you've got parasites or candida internally. Antibiotics are often a waste of time because they just increase the toxic burden. They eradicate beneficial bacteria and allow parasites to thrive even more. In most cases, I've found antibiotics completely useless for a lot of gut-related problems. I've performed now well over 1,000 stool tests, and I can tell you I'm amazed when the panels come back to see what level of deficiencies people have with beneficial bacteria and how much parasites they really have in the digestive system. It's phenomenal. Some of my patients have been sick for 10, 15, 20 years after a trip, and they've never been well. Some are on sickness benefits. Some have been divorced, they can't tolerate life anymore. When you've got a bowel problem and you're going to the toilet 10 times a day, it's not much fun. You lose your confidence. You can't go out anywhere. You get, pain in the gut. You get a lot of bloating, a lot of gas. You may have lost a lot of weight or gained a lot of weight. It's a very embarrassing thing to have a bowel problem. It's not something you really want to talk about. I can help you out. If you want to spend some time with me, you can certainly, book in to see me online through Skype, and I can talk you through this. This sort of patient responds extremely well to CanXida, the antifungal dietary supplement that I manufactured a while ago now. I've had many, many, many patients in a lot of countries around the world really benefiting from CanXida. That's CanXida. It's fantastic for people like Wendy. You start on 1 tablet and you build up to 3 tablets a day, and in no time at all, you're going to nail a lot of these parasites. Read my book on the fermented and cultured foods. It gives you a good explanation on how to really increase the load of beneficials in your digestive system as well. So I hope you found this video of benefit to you if you've got a gut problem. Thanks for tuning in.